Hey everyone, reasonable here. For the first time in the last 4 years, we got a yellow dot on a weekly chart right here, and we have a bullish divergence as well. In the last three cycles, that usually marked the bottom for the Bitcoin. So you can see here 2022 and 2019 as well. Of course, 2019 was a bit different because the asset itself was not that mature enough. But as it is maturing, we can see the technicality of it is getting kind of difficult to navigate, and the extremes uh, are a bit, I would say, softer. So with that said, let's measure the correction from the all-time high. For the last cycle, it was 77%. So as of now, if if the bottom is in, we already had 54% correction. And I think this is pretty logical because diminishing returns usually mean that the corrections will diminish as well, right? So last time 77, before that it was 85 or something, and now we have 54%. So my conviction is around 85%, I would say. I will leave 15% for maybe a kind of a lower low. I don't know if something bad happens, but the fear in the markets right now with that Korean index getting a huge amount of margin calls and uh, actually huge liquidations, I don't think that the amount of fear ever for this and incoming cycle will be greater than right now. I will talk about that a bit later as well. So on a weekly chart, as I said, we are hovering at 64,000 right now, right below the 200 EMA. Maybe we can spend a month or two at this area. I would really um, sympathize that uh, price action. In fact, maybe to have some real accumulation. But other than that, I don't think we will have to wait until October to see the bottom. I think this time Bitcoin will move a bit different because all the institutions are already involved in it, and you can see the IBIT approved price was 49,000, 49,700, and I don't think we're gonna see these prices ever again. I mean, at least for this cycle bottom. So yeah, maybe month or two at these levels accumulating, and then the next cycle for me starts, and the next cycle will be around 170, 180, or a bit higher maybe. I don't expect it to be 250 as they say, but yeah, it's gonna be, of course, very interesting to navigate the cycle top for the next one. So for now, for me, this is the cycle bottom, actually. Uh, and my perspective is backed by another narrative for me. So you can see right here, NQ is having a huge correction up to the previous supply and demand level. This is a very huge level, and it is close to QQQ 650, actually 655. I think we can spend some time here on NQ, maybe slightly, maybe make a lower high, a lower low to tap this weekly bullish fair value gap, and then from here, I think the way is up only again. So if we, of course, on the other hand, have one more huge flash, that's the case when Bitcoin is possibly can make a lower low around 50 grand. Other than that, this is very severe correction on NQ, in my opinion, and we are very close to the bottom. If this 4 hour downward channel is correct. You can see this fake out from here, maybe one more fake out from here, and then back to the channel, and try to at least retest the upside of this channel. Uh, yeah, on a weekly chart, it's visible as well. Um, this is a huge area technically. So 50 EMA as well on a weekly chart. And yeah, I don't expect it to be below 26,000. I think this is a bullish weekly fair value gap, maybe sometime here, and the next cycle should begin. I don't think that we are having that uh, huge crash everybody's speaking about. If and actually we open fear and greed index, you can see we are actually in fear, and yeah, put to call ratio. Puts are clearly elevated. We are getting to levels when usually we have some bounce, at least technically. One thing is really important to me is volatility. Volatility is yet to climb above 20. I think the August and early September could be tricky and highly volatile for the markets usually. I mean the markets overall, but uh, I would expect the volatility to retrace maximum around 30 levels, and then from that, after the seasonality wise, we have the midterm elections. Until midterm elections, it will have its top, and from there we will start the next cycle in the markets. That's my speculation. So yeah, expecting, if I open the August contracts for volatility, you can see it's a bit elevated around 25, some exposure, and 30 and 40 getting some traction too. But we will see whether what else we can see, what kind of events we can see, we can have, so we have a big spike at 30 or above 40. So that's not very likely, but yeah, until 30, I'm assuming it's possible. So yeah, with that said, uh, NQ is, I think, at a huge spot right now. Maybe some chopping around at this area. Uh, Technical bounce to the upside, one more correction, and we're good to go from here. And that's why I'm thinking about Bitcoin's actually not to make a lower high than we already saw, with especially that strong signals from ATR based indicator. So yeah, you can see we had those fake outs. We had the fake out. Of course, from here we made a lower low on the technical chart too. Here we never did a lower low on the technical chart. So, but we had a yellow dot and the bullish divergence. I think that could be tricky. And considering the asset is maturing, as I said, I don't expect it to have a correction for 70%. No, not at all. Yeah, so I think for after the next month or two, we can start the next cycle throughout the markets, and I think it's time to turn your psychology into a bullish crypto market. So yeah, with that said, I will try to update if I see something more significant. And yeah, stay safe and have a good one. Bye.